basically the next half an hour, we're going to create a project together. Hopefully somebody thought about to create. And then we're going to collect data on that project. Hopefully all those things work. And we're not calibrated them, so they're all calibrated to clear day sunlight. As long as that doesn't change, they should be reasonably accurate. And I did all the rest of the calibrations manually, so we will probably identify some. That's actually part of the process. So you can identify things about the machine and about the human being by looking at the data, so you'll see that. So in error, we find learning. Okay, so I'm going to create a project and just walk through it, and then I'll show you some of the new stuff that we've done. So first, who's the entrepreneurial person who decided what it is I want to measure this afternoon? It should be relatively simple. Just basically have outside.
You have lots of mums out there? You have lots of mums?
We can measure mums. If you have any relevant questions about mums, mum leaf development.
What's a mum?
It's not your mother. I know that's
Chrysanthemums.
Oh, chrysanthemums.
Chrysanthemum.
Anybody? Simple question about photosynthesis that we could answer on lots of plants.
So we can do perturbations like intersperse or CO2
If we can find them, we can do them.
I noticed that the leaves are already turning.
True.
So if we plot photosynthesis versus how far they are going from green to yellow or green to red, like does that stand out?
Does that relate?
What color do they stop doing photosynthesis?
Good question.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is missing. Everybody agree? All right. What shall we call it?
Doodac.
Autumn senescence cube.
That. In essence, leaves in Eastland. How about that? The dumb name. Somebody have a better one before I press go?
Expert program, so we can come back to it in the future.
Cool. Good?
Date.
The date's on
Oh,
there.
yeah, sorry.
Everything's dated. So you pick a category because when people go and say, hey, what new plant projects are happening, it will find this. So it's a pick a category, and also when you pick a category, it automatically takes you to the relevant spot here. So when you create a protocol, it will, and you assign it to a category, then it'll go into one of these categories. So automatically it's here, and you'll see this, but this is the standard thing that 98% of users will be using unless you make something specific, but almost everybody will just use this one. In fact, well, we can't because you're going to have beta, but I'd like to just get rid of these things so that no one confuses. Yes, eventually it's but that's it. That's what we're shooting.
Yeah, but what about in the future if we want to keep using a multi-spec, our first one, if we look
It's
after
fine.
it?
It'll work.
Okay, it'll work on version 1?
No.
No, it's going to be the
Yes.
third one.
Correct. So
Right.
these the protocols are specific to a device. So yes, stick with the one that's specific to your device. And for those advanced users, so we have these are like pre-selected. We select them so that we try to make it easier. Because one of the feedback that we got initially was like people would just pick the wrong things. They would put them in the wrong order. It was really confusing. So just try to simplify things. But if you're advanced, you click on advanced and you're back to the good old crazy screen where you can see every protocol ever made and which ones you're on. Right? So, and here you can string protocols together. So if you want to do like, photosynthesis, oh, you'd never do this, but anyway, you can string things together. But we're not going to do that. We're just doing the same. Cool. Next. Okay, so this is, you haven't seen this yet. This is the question screen. Dave talks about metadata. This is it. Besides temperature and besides time of day and stuff. That's already in there by default. So what are the questions that we ask to answer on question?
Color of leaf. Color.
Shouldn't we do genus and species? Or genus?
Yeah? If somebody knows it. I'm not really I just play a plant person on TV.
I'm in the wrong hemisphere.
Yeah.
And it's 4 a.m. tomorrow.
Ouch.
Sonia, do you know enough genus and species?
No, that's what I didn't.
How about just common name? Surely we can get a common
Yeah,
name.
we should be able to get a common name.
Alright, okay, so actually, so we don't want that to be multiple choice because we're gonna enter it in. So that's just gonna be a short answer question. And from some of you guys, this is gonna be, you know all this stuff, but some of this, it's new for some of you. So that's question number one. Question number two. What else do you need to know?
Percentage of chlorosis? Is that? Oh,
We could take a picture.
Yes, we can take pictures now with every measurement if you so choose. I mean, you can't, it's still valid to ask it, then you can put things equally here.
We don't need to have a subjective color to take a picture.
It's true. Well, what's nice though is we're not analyzing the picture, so I don't get data that I can.
Yeah, sure.
I think we should do both, like say just 4 grades of green, slightly green, mostly yellow and yellow, and then take a picture so that if we see something interesting in our experiment, we can go back and do RGB analysis of our camera pictures.
Oh, you can do that, can we? We can use the picture afterwards.
We can't in the platform right now, but yeah, you'd have to extract it. But that is a long term. In the same way that we apply macros to traces, you should be able to apply a macro to a picture and get outputs.
But if I take a picture in the platform, is it in my phone gallery as well?
That's a good question. Don't know. I don't think so. I actually don't think it is. It gets shipped out and then you can look at it. So, okay, so you want to do the color? All right, give me some colors. Starting with green.
Or dark green, light green.
Dark green.
Okay, so dark, yes?
Dark green.
Alright. Oh, so it automatically populates.
Well, that works, doesn't it? We get visual code, 0 to 5.
Well, but you're gonna have red leaves and stuff too, aren't you?
Yeah, like
Oh,
green
yeah.
or maybe yellow, there's a combination.
Somebody's done this before in this room.
Yeah.
Light green, and then what, yellow? And then other, or just?
Red.
But then you have to do multiple, green plus something
Oh,
else.
God, so, no.
Just green plus, just green plus, so then you know it's green in another color.
Alright. Okay, we did it, it's okay? Alright.
So that's the multiple choice question, isn't it?
Yep.
It'll come up.
It's multiple choice. We'll add a table. We'll do that at the table at the end. So, anything else you want to know about the leaf? You could ask a question like, is there any sort of chlorosis? Is it a looking leaf or is it damaged in any way?
Right.
Simple like this.
Or is the tree poor, fair, or good? That's our scientific arborist approach. I'm serious, poor, fair, or good.
Fair enough.
The horticulture is not scientific.
Or very good. We'll see if that tells us anything useful. Anything else?
Can I be a bit biased here and can we go for like ground cover? Like is the tree, does it have grass, mulch, or like impervious surface? Because you never know, it might pick up on something. So mulch, grass, impervious surface.
Alright, and can I show you, while I'm walking through what we're doing, so I also want to show you some features that we had. So, if you want to change the order of anything, you can, which, just in case you haven't seen that. You can change the order just by clicking on this and like dragging the order, so you can change the order.
Cool.
And then.
Can we do that with the questions now as well?
So you can reorder the questions by dragging them around.
Ah, brilliant.
So,
My questions are all over the place.
I have a question about the questions. Do you have the equivalent of like a multiple choice with only one answer, or otherwise a question that for this particular experiment is always going to be a particular value, but you want to be able to sort by that data later on.
Yes.
Other projects.
We're gonna show you that when we get out to the field. So you can just, we're gonna be using the Android app, which has that feature. You're probably gonna be using the Chrome app, in which case you just save all the answers every time, and then you won't have to worry about rechecking it. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of.
You're saying it's just something that OCR
Like,
can see?
so let's say we're doing this experiment, right? We have poor health trees, fair health trees, good health trees, right? And then tomorrow we decide, well, we're going to do an experiment on just poor health trees, right? But we want it to be comparable to this data
So
set.
you want it to be in this project.
Yeah.
You just load it up differently, don't you?
Well, you just choose poor for all of your
Okay.
results, yeah. So I'm gonna show you one thing. So you can add a take picture, which you will. Because I think it's been stated that we want to take a picture.
Yes.
Slow us
Well,
down,
I can
but-
take a picture.
What's that?
I don't have the technology to do that.
No, we're all set here.
Oh, okay.
We're providing the technology.
With the cell phone, take the picture.
Oh, that's right, right, that's the first one.
And again, here's a place where the methods developed in your application space is relevant. Like, what picture are you taking? How close to the leaf? Like, blah, 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 blah. This is all stuff that you guys are doing.
So you've already got another question inside this already. This is what I've done with my experiment. So we started at, how far the tree is going through senescence, but you've already got another one hidden in there by putting poor, fair and good. Because if we go out there and if we do a poor, fair and good tree, see how there's more that you can look at inside, isn't there? That's
Separated. Yeah, hopefully we'll do that. Later.
I've not gone through this myself before. Are there any default questions?
There are not, there should be. And that goes to, our first priority was to allow people to do what they need to do to answer their specific question. One step back priority is to allow people across many projects to have comparative data. That's, we will get there.
I
So,
have a question. So if you wanted to take 3 leaves per tree, where, like, is there, like, do you put that, like, on
sure,
the-
you want to do that?
I'm just curious that we don't have to do that. I'm just
No,
saying
no,
that it's-
I do it all the
To
time.
be statistically relevant though, wouldn't we have to at least be doing 10 leaves per tree?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I guess it's, I don't know what the standard
Oh,
in
per tree.
arboreals.
How many per tree?
We have our students do 20 per tree or 40.
Cool, I started doing 20.
You gotta do cardinal direction, some sort of
We'll
orientation.
compromise at 4 since we don't have time. So, yes, when you pick your, how about not 4? No, that's not many. So I guess, well, how many trees are we gonna do here?
Well, we want to try and see if we can find at least 3.
Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5, we're not gonna use this because it's indoors, so we have 5 devices.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we could, like, for half an hour, this goes into experimental design, I'll go into a little bit now, because otherwise it's not very interesting.
Okay.
But, so, you're trying to account for all the variation which you know of. I know that there is variation between those devices, which means I need to measure the same tree with at least 2 devices to account for that variation. Which means when we're designing our experiment, we should try to overlap any given tree with at least 2 devices. So I would suggest, say we have half an hour per tree, let's say we do 10 or 15 minutes, we can do more, it's not a big deal. Then we switch. So one team on each tree, and we rotate over until our tree is done.
We should be able to do that in 30 minutes easy.
Oh, for sure. So I'll just say 10, and we'll just see how far we get. It's not big. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something that's kind of new.
Wait a second,
So you need tree number as well.
yeah, you
Oh,
should
that's
have 3
good.
numbers, shouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, we totally need a tree number, you're right. Yeah. That was leaf number, so we're going to take 10 measurements per tree.
Yep.
And we're going to need
10 trees.
Thank you. So, okay, one more.
So I'm finding that the GPS stamp is not always very accurate. sometimes,
Yes.
sometimes I'm doing a tree that's over there on the road. I get home and like, there's not a tree over there.
Is that gonna get better?
I think it actually did get better in this last one. They retested it a lot of times. So he's much more patient. He tells you when he doesn't have a good connection now. And he'll wait for a while to get the connection before measure. Okay, cool. And that works. So you got leaf number and tree number. I'm actually going to reorder this because I like to tend to put things that aren't going to change frequently.
Yeah.
So,
Tree number at 12?
yeah, like that. Common name, tree number.
No, should we tree number first?
Common name. Tree condition, probably up here.
Yep, legal ground cover.
Color tree letter.
Picture will be at the end.
You get your cardinal direction or some sort of direction?
That's actually, so here's what we're not gonna get. We're not gonna get thickness, because we're not gonna break the thickness. We're not gonna get ground brightness.
What's cardinal direction?
Which way the leaf is facing.
No, no. Oh, we do it with our students. We divide the tree into 4 parts. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
sample.
Right.
We could, I think, for the purposes of an hour worth of.
Okay.
So, okay, we feel good about that? Oh yeah, top, middle, bottom. Are we just choosing trees on this? or-
Well, we'll only
The
get
ones
to the
that are
bottom.
within
We won't.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna do any tree
I
planting.
could give it a crack, but I'm probably not insured over here.
If we're just doing trees, I'd say we're gonna assume bottom on these ones. yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I want to show you one thing. So we have this feature, upload from spreadsheet. So with this,
What are we doing here?
I just want to show you how to upload from a spreadsheet. So this is a feature that we added because, like Joe even previously. Joe has a bunch of, he has a 4 blocks where the full experiment is replicated in 4 blocks, and each of the blocks is totally randomized. And he's got 100 different varieties, right? But he wants to walk through the field in a way that doesn't confuse the hell out of the people collecting the data just like this. But every single block is randomized. So now you get to this, and now the user has to like change every single value for the variety and blah, 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 right, in order to validate it. So it's very complicated. The other way you can do it is to just say, well, I'm just going to say that this is in row 5, column 2. The problem with that is you get down to the end, and if anybody tries to look at your data, they're like, what the hell is row 5 column 2? It's totally meaningless. So you've lost the ability to share in a meaningful way. So what we were trying to address is, how do we get somebody like Joe to put in the correct, meaningful data without killing his data collectors and causing lots of mistakes? So the answer was, make a CSV and put in the path that his guys are going to be following exactly, even if there's duplicates. It could be like variety 1, variety 1, variety 2, variety 1, variety 3, variety 10, variety 1, doesn't matter. And just put it in a CSV. So this could be, so here's the good example. So let's say we want to measure 3 leaves per plant. We have 2 locations, and we have 2 varieties in each location. Sorry, this is 2 varieties in each location. That's just the same. So now I've sort of mapped out how I'm going to walk through the field, right? I'm going to go top, middle, bottom leaf, top, middle, bottom leaf. And I'm going to go outside, top, middle, bottom leaf, top. I screwed up the CSV. Yeah.
Why don't we barcode? Why don't we barcode it?
You can barcode. That's an option. It's totally an option. To ask Joe why you may not want to barcode it. I mean, there's issues with all these things. That's why we provide all the options. You can barcode.
We can do that today, couldn't we? Because we're only doing 10 trees.
If you print the barcodes out.
Is that?
You could. But I think there's a time and place for barcoding. You can have this debate tomorrow.
So this will load your question, the question would be leaf age, the second question would be location, the third would be variety, and it maintains the order of responses.
Correct. Yes, it maintains the order of responses. So let's get this correct, so it's not scripted. So it should be young, medium, old, young, medium, old. So this should be greenhouse, young, medium, old, young. There we go, I just had that little mistake that was. So what's going to happen is when it shows you, so, okay. So I'm going to add this in the notes. Oops. drop that in here. Hope this works. Okay, cool. So here's our lead page. We see young, medium, old, young, medium, old, young, medium, old. Here's our lead number. Here's a variety.
That's really cool. I could use this, from my point of view, to load the answers to the questions from the tree that I did last year. So say all the observational data that I take, like for compaction and soil moisture and all that sort of stuff, so I've got to get my book out and go back and see what it was.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because like some measures I don't do diameter of breast height every time, because that calculation takes me ages. So I get my book out and I go back through and find the DVH.
Yep, so if you just use a CSV, you can load it all.
Yeah.
Yes, but you have to follow that path. It's sort of fixed. So, okay, cool. Anyway, I just wanted to make you guys aware of that.
So then when you're going through the questionnaire, you auto advance.
We just set them all to auto advance.
Okay.
Start from 0, set all to auto advance, and on we go. If you don't submit the value to the database, it won't advance them all. It'll just redo it. So, you know what I'm saying? It won't.
And you can start halfway.
We can start halfway or whenever, yeah. So we have one more bit we want to connect them all. But right now you have to go to each question and start halfway. So it's kind of a pain, but it's way better than what we do now.
We're going to learn it all again.
What's that?
I'm going to learn it all again.
It's a small change. Oh, there's 2 weeks. Oh, I had a week number. Okay, cool. Anything else? I just want to show you that. Or did I screw up the questions now? I told you. Week number,
Tree number first.
color should be down here.
Take picture last. Tree number first.
There we go.
Can I add one thing about the picture? Just because the way it's presented here, we added a feature on the app now where after measurements, you have the option of adding a note or adding a photo. So I don't want people to think that the only way to put a picture in is to put in a picture question. You can do that to push everyone to take a picture every time. But if you don't want to do that, there's always the option of if you're in the field and you're like, oh, this leaf is interesting. Once you've taken that measurement, submitted it, now you can go, and I can show you guys when you're taking a measurement, show you when you have. You can go and you can add a photo to just that measurement.
So,
This leaf was really interesting. I want to add a note.
so within this situation, then if this was something, an experiment you're going to keep doing, maybe you need to make another multiple choice in there and say don't take a picture, so that it gives you the ability not to take a picture, because if you don't want to take a picture, it won't let you take the measurement, will it?
Correct. You have to answer every question.
You have to answer every question.
Yeah, so if you don't want people to take a picture, you should just say, add a note with the image if you see X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
Because
If
they
you
can always
get to the end of the day, your phone's about to run out of juice, and you're like, I've got to get this last measure, I don't want to take a picture because it's going to drain the battery.
Oh, yeah.
You need to set it up so that you
I
can
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can always just save the picture for the last measurement. It's not good data. Yeah, and then you can add a note saying this picture's wrong. You're right, it would be better to say so. So anyway, then you add a location. Measurement sounds meaningless. But it's nice to have the location because it allows people nearby you to see what you're doing. Please put in a reasonable project description. I'm trying to make it standard. So this is called Markdown, and you'll see when you use these tools, it shows you how to do bold and stuff like that. It's pretty easy. So like so these are like headers when you do this. So if I hit preview, those turn into headers. That's what it looks like to the user. So if you're not familiar with Markdown, it's really, really simple to use. It saves us a lot because if we try to give you a fancy WYSIWYG where you can like drag and drop crap and have HTML tags in there and everything, it's just like, so Markdown is very, very simple. It looks okay, whether or not it's this or if it's just wrong. So,
What did you do? You did asterisks?
if you just use these tools up here, they're actually just automatically added. So if you say like, oh, I want to do fold, it'll show you how to do fold by putting the two things there. So you'll figure it out really quick. And you can actually drag and drop pictures in here now if you want to. It'll show you. So, and then
You can't drag and drop a PDF file into there.
not a PDF file. You can drop pictures, but if you want to
You
store
can
the
put-
PDF file on like Google Docs and then drag it.
Yeah, you can put a link to your.
Oh, a link.
Yeah. So, pick a category again, this helps people plan a project. So we're just gonna call this education. You can pick up to 2. Put in some tags,
What are tags doing for you?
searchability,
Oh, but
and it'll auto-populate, it'll look through the existing tags and find you ones which are similar. So my guess is like, if I put in.
But we don't have to
There's a
fill
bunch
that,
of
we don't
potato
have to
tags.
fill that part in.
So then, I can make sure that my tags are the same as everybody else's, so when somebody searches by tag, I'm not making capital P potato, little p potato, potato, spelled with an E on the end, because I'm an idiot, I don't know, whatever it is. It's just like using on Facebook.
Helps a lot.
Searchability.
Thanks.
Cool. All right, so then you would select an image, I'm not gonna do that, but it's nice. Just gives you, it just summarizes what's going on. The directions, all sorts of stuff, location. And now at the end, you can say, who do you want to contribute to this? Anyone means that anybody can join your project and contribute to it. Don't think that just because you make it anyone, that people will. There's this like sort of paranoia that like, my God, if I make it anyone, all the people in the world will start contributing to my project. It's like, no, there's not just like lurkers out there. So if you make it anyone, it means that if you try to collaborate with somebody else and say, can you do this or do that, they can then like click your stuff. So whatever. If you do collaborators only, then you can invite specific people. And it'll auto-populate from the list of fuzzy users. Travis. There you go. So I can invite him as an administrator, meaning he can change the project description and all that stuff, or I can invite him as a collaborator. It'll send him an invitation. If I put in an email address, even if he's not signed up, it'll send him an invitation to then sign up and automatically join. So you can use this with people who aren't invited.
yeah, it's never going to be hidden, is it? Oh, sorry.
Not at this point. So we will have like a, you have the ability to have private projects. So you'll just like pay for a private project and then
Yeah.
it will get into your stuff. So that's it. We're just gonna make this